Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here, coming to you from our studios at the Capital Region International Airport. We're going to stay right here in the Lansing area. As a matter of fact, to spend a little time with Tina Kerr. She's the Executive Director of the Michigan Association of Superintendents and Administrators. And Tina, welcome to the show. It's good to see you. Tell us a little bit about MASA and what you guys do.
Well, sure. Well, thank you for having me. It's nice to be here. Our association is there to support superintendents and central office leaders. We also have executive assistants that can be members of the association. I really kind of put it into three pillars. The first is member benefit. Provide contract review, legal support for our superintendents, communications. We help them if there's a crisis, those types of things that are considered kind of just being a member and being part of our family at MASA gives them those opportunities. The big part of our work is professional development, which we just got done with our big fall conference. We provide a lot of professional development at a variety of different levels throughout the year. We have partnerships that we do with other ed orgs to put together. Next week, we have our executive assistant conference in conjunction with Michigan Association of School Boards. And we do a midwinter conference, small and rural conference, women in leadership. So the list goes on. There's too much to go through. And then the last part.
You were talking about it being a big organization. Of course, we were exposed to that. I recently saw you at your annual conference at Traverse City. Tell us a little bit about that and what takes place there.
Well, absolutely. That's kind of our kickoff to the school year. Schools are in session. We try and go a few weeks after school's already started. And the goal is just really to talk all things school business. Right now, this conference was very focused on the school budget. As you are well aware, we do not have a school budget even as of yet. And so we spent a lot of time talking on that, that's a big part of what we do as an association is lobby and advocacy. So our fall conference focused on that, but also we just really want to give them the opportunity to network. You know, it's a very lonely position being at the top as a superintendent. And so if you can get in a room with 500 plus of your closest superintendent friends, that's a good way to get some insight and some thoughts. And also, you know, sometimes misery loves company. So they're able to chat and work together, which has been great.
Well, you know, it's interesting. Sometimes at the top, like you say, is lonely, and you need to be in there to be able to talk to someone about everything, which generally you cannot. So, your general sessions now, networking, professional development, etc. What were some of the highlights?
We had John Petz there this year, and John's message was more of an inspirational, but he's also a magician. So we kind of he used his magic to kind of show how that intertwines into the work that they do as leaders. Our learning sessions were very focused on AI, how we're using that to enhance our positions, what we're doing in schools. So there was a lot in regards to those types of breakout sessions that were very focused on specific things that they might be interested in. And so we had 48 plus breakout sessions, and then of course 2.5 full days of general sessions.
Wow. Well, so the next question is an obvious one. What is the biggest issue right now? And of course, I got to feel that would be budget.
Yeah, it is. That's a good guess. As you know, we thought we'd have our budget July 1st, and here we are, October 2nd, and we still do not know what we're going to have. And our districts are certainly in turmoil right now, not knowing what their budgets are. They've already started school. We're already making plans. Today is count day. A lot's happening around. Actually, yesterday was count day. It's October 2nd already. But that's been the biggest disappointment is that our kids are being held up in their futures and their education by, unfortunately, politics.
Yeah, yeah, that is very unfortunate. You're absolutely right. So let's talk a little bit about that piece because my understanding is they are dangerously close now to settling. Um, what's your inside? I mean, you've got lobbyists who are in there working. What's the latest they're feeling? Is education going to take a bump?
Well, they're leaking information that says this may be our biggest foundation allowance ever. That concerns us because how are they doing that? And of course, our number one thing that we're keeping an eye on is where are they paying for this road funding? We've gotten indications that it is coming from the school aid fund. Will that be backfilled? What does the future look like? We have found over the years that when people pull or when our legislator pulls money from the school aid fund, we are very, very unlikely to get it back. So that is a big concern for us.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. What they do with what they allocate is the most important thing. Got about 30 seconds. You want to talk a little bit about innovation in education because that's one of the industries that really needs to be innovative.
We've really been spending more time on that, and it's actually exciting. But one of the things we're finding, in order for schools to be innovative, we have to remove some of the barriers, pupil accounting issues, seat time waivers. All of those things come into play. But I think we're right there to be more innovative.
Well, you're doing a great job, and it was evident at your conference, as a matter of fact. Tina Kerr, thanks so much for joining us, Executive Director of the Michigan Association of Superintendents and Administrators. Keep up the good work. We
Thank you
need
for having me.
tomorrow. We need tomorrow's leaders, right?
You're right. Thank you.
You all have been watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman.